Chaitanyamai Parameshwari Om Divine Mother, awakened Mother, Mother of being, Mother beyond all form. Oh, Mother Nature, divine nature, Satya Parameshwari Om. So, dear friends, it's in the spirit of this silence and in the spirit of deep listening that we are gathering today to honor Áine Mari. So long have I known you. And I just really want to say what an incredible blessing and pleasure it is that you are in our field. This is now a global field. It's called The Naked Voice. And Áine, you have brought so much new energy into this field in ways that, would take a few weeks for us to really unravel. So I just really want to express our gratitude that we are coming together today to honor you and to the calling that you have had to really undertake this journey. It's a vocational journey, it's not a kind of left brain, yeah, I think I'll have that because it'll add a few more letters to my name or something. It really is. It's a spiritual journey, but it's not spiritual in the sense of institutionalized religion. It is very much a vocation to really not only inquire more and more deeply into the nature of your own voice and your voice at this time, this extraordinary time on the planet, but how you have this extraordinary capacity to activate and to create contexts within which others can actually find their voice, in ways they maybe never imagined possible. And so, Áine, we have been in Ireland together. We've been in England. We've been in-depth retreats together. We've danced. We've laughed a lot. And my most recent experience was of sharing a workshop we were both collaborating in Dublin recently. And it was when I heard you there really, really, I would say, just really invoking your whole self in that group. And it was towards the end of the day, and you just suddenly felt called to share sound and song in your own unique way. And it really just empowered a lot of people in that moment. And it was so natural. Uh, and that is my most recent, freshest version of you and experience of you. And it's in that light that I want to now just hand over to dear Rolf, your mentor, and to just invite Rolf to just explore with us and share with us what it's been like to have the privilege of being your mentor. Rolf.
Thank you, Chloe. Áine Moira, it has been a real privilege to accompany you as your mentor during your Naked Voice Facilitator training. And what a journey it has been. Dare I say that in many ways, it has been the journey of your life. Today, as you're being welcomed into the circle of Naked Voice Facilitator graduates, you are completing a very personal cycle. Having left your native Ireland as a young woman in pursuit of your passion to sing, your encounter with the Naked Voice has truly been a journey of homecoming. Not only have you reconnected with your native country and its beautiful Gaelic language, but you have also come home to your most authentic self and to the voice that expresses herself in a very unique way. Áine, your presence lights up every room that you enter, and your infectious way of engaging always invites a response. Every single person present in this gathering is here because somewhere along the roads you have touched us with your magic and opened your heart in friendship to each one of us. So, in response, we have come together to celebrate you and to honor the person you are. And you are such an inspiration. Never content with just bobbing along, when you commit to something, you do it wholeheartedly. You have left no stone unturned in exploring the heights and depths of your naked, authentic voice. You have drawn on your natural musicality and joy of singing, and you have traveled with great courage the challenging road from performance to presence. Áine Moira, on this day of your graduation as a Naked Voice Facilitator, I offer you my heartfelt gratitude for all the things we have shared and my prayers for what is yet to unfold. May your life invite many brave souls to discover and use their true voices. May you console hearts that are sad and cheer up those that have lost hope. And may your playful way encourage others to touch the earth lightly in these times of transition from one age into another. And since you Irish are known for your beautiful blessings, I have chosen one for you from the pen of an anonymous writer. May God give you for every storm a rainbow, for every tear a smile, for every care a promise, and a blessing in each trial. For every problem life sends a faithful friend to share. For every sigh, a sweet song, and an answer for each prayer. Áine Moira, we celebrate you today.
Beautiful. We certainly do. And so, in true ancient tradition, the one that most inspires me is the tradition of the Nyingma school, actually, in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition, and also in the tradition of Shintaido, which has been an integral part of our work with you, exploring the power of energy movement and how that impacts the voice and empowers the voice. And so in Shintaido and also the Dalai Lama's school, they actually, when they feel they've arrived at a point of celebration and embodiment of the understanding of the nature of this work, they come together in community like this and they demonstrate what they know. So it's not like something that you have to talk about, in a very sort of erudite and academic kind of way, although, sometimes that's great. But it's more to do with you sharing your utter joy of what gives you most aliveness in sharing this work, both for yourself and for others. So we invite you just to share with us like a, 25-30 minute demo of your experience and your understanding of the Naked Voice teachings, the practices, and the principles. So over to you, Áine.
I don't know. I think we could end it there. My God. Thank you so much. I'm honored. And now. Breathe. She sat at the back and they said she was shy. She led from the front and they hated her pride. They asked her advice and they questioned her guidance. They branded her loud, then were shocked by her silence. When she shared no ambition, they said it was sad. She told them her dreams and they said she was mad. They told her they'd listen, then covered their ears and gave her a hug while they laughed at her fears. And she listened to all of it, thinking she should be the girl they told her to be, best as she could. But one day she asked what was best for herself, instead of trying to please everyone else. So she walked to the forest and stood with the trees. She heard the wind whisper and the dance of the leaves. She spoke to the willow, the elm, and the pine. And she told them what she'd been told time after time. She told them she felt she was never enough. She was either too little or far, far too much. Too loud or too quiet, too fierce or too weak, too wise or too foolish, too bold or too meek. Then she found a small clearing surrounded by firs, and she stopped and she heard what the trees said to her. She sat there for hours, not wanting to leave. For the forest said nothing. It just let her breathe. It's my favorite poem by Becky Hemsley. Glor an Abraham Egairia santost Glor mahlana Heg fille awalya Voice of rebirth Rising from silence Voice of healing Returning home. It's just so lovely to see everybody here present. I'm eternally grateful to the people who have steered me so lovingly along this exciting and ever expanding journey. It took a village. It took silence. It took 1,000 little echoes to return me to myself. 71 years ago, I was born in Ireland. And I know I was born to sing. And I did for the next 30 years. I sang my heart out until there was nothing left. And then I lost my voice. It was gone. Then I spent the next 30 years looking for it somewhere out there, outside of myself. And then I found Chloe and her body of work. Chloe, my gratitude and love for you and this body of work goes beyond words. It was Chloe and the Naked Voice practices that reminded me that my voice is sacred and precious. I learned to listen deeply, not just with my ears, but with my whole being, and to honor the quality of silence after the sound. For me, the Naked Voice invited me in to explore and just take responsibility for meeting and sounding the song of my soul. It created an independence that didn't make me feel alone. You know, I didn't feel isolated. And this kind of freedom is rooted in connection, not separation. Connecting to my breath, my body, the energy all around, and the healing power of sound. I remember feeling that as a child. So it was like full circle for me. The simplicity of these practices, they continue to give me a sense of myself that I hadn't had in years. I found the courage to start over and be curious, grow, and do my best to unlearn the habitual conditioned tendencies that I had learned. And it did feel good to be seen and heard again, particularly in the construct of the triads, which is a very valuable part of the practice. This allowed me to sound out my feelings without any fear of judgment. I'm forever grateful to the many loyal friends and witnesses who held space for me along the way. This allowed for the surrender to perfection, pretense, and the performative aspect of my personality, which was ingrained in me from a very young age. I do substitute that now for my favorite P word, which is presence. Becoming my own loyal friend and my own witness is allowing me to not need the attention I was so accustomed to as a singer. The saying, be the seer, not the seen, resonates deeply within my heart and soul. There's no other out there looking at me, judging or finding fault. It's only me. And I say, thank you, Tony. The parrots have left for the moment, the little voices, who sometimes cannot agree on whether I am not enough or whether I'm too much. So I invite everybody to just close your eyes, if that feels comfortable to you. And feel your feet on the ground. Wiggle your sits bones. And feel your hands. This is just a very quick experiment. Rub your hands together really, 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 really fast. Like you're making a fire. Yeah. Cooking up something hot here. And I just flick all that energy around the room where you are. Just feel that energy. And now bring your hands back together and move them in and out. And hopefully you can feel that energy between your hands. This is all there is. This is everything. And if you can't feel it right now, it's okay. Take some practice. And just breathe in through your nose naturally. And let a sigh out. And in. And shrug your shoulders. Like you're letting go of everything that's left undone, the dishes, whatever. Yeah. The next time you breathe out, put your lips together and just hum. Mm. 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 And one more. Mm. Just take a moment to see how that feels in your body. Sound is an amazing thing for healing. That's what I've felt, and I'm so grateful. One of the practices of the naked voice is the 7 sounds of love. And I would love to bring that to you right now. There isn't enough time to teach, so I am just going to experience it and share it. So in India, musical intervals are called saptak. In Western culture, they're called solfege. So the scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, solfege. And Lucia, if you could just show the sa, re, ga. So the sa, re, ga mirrors the solfege. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. So in sa, in the perineum, I am. And when I do this practice, I do it silently to check in before I make any sound. Sa, no sound. Sa. I am safe. I have a right to exist. In the sacral, we move to re. I open. I am strong. I am vital. I am alive. in the solar plexus, Ga, I will. I am worthy of creating whatever I want. I decide, I choose. And into the heart, Ma, I give gratitude. I give and I receive. Into the throat, Pa, I share. I speak my truth clearly with discernment. I communicate effortlessly without judgment. The third eye, Da, the witnessing eye, compassionate love. I trust the inner wisdom. I serve. I see and I let be. And then to Ni, at the crown of the head, I surrender. I honor the divine. I have a right to simply be. I recharge by connecting to Source. And then Top Sa, I am universal love. And I would like to demonstrate that for you right now with the movements. Going to stand up. Going to adjust my camera a little bit so you can see me out here. Thank you all for your patience as I transition from one thing to another. I practice this on a daily basis, and it brings me to that source. And as I go through all those centers, I just feel more clear. You know, what am I? What am I opening to? What am I giving? What am I receiving? What am I willing? You know, what is universal love? So I'm curious about all of this on a daily basis, and I ask those questions, and you know, sometimes something beautiful comes and I can be creative and just sing into it, write stuff or whatever. Okay, so another practice that I love is the musical modes. So the journey through the musical modes have really reawakened my musicality, and it had been doused for years. There was a time when I couldn't even listen to the radio because it was annoying. But there are times when like I'll be feeling a little disconnected, or excuse me, or I'll have some longing. Curious. If I'm sad or I'm longing, I enhance that with a little Aeolian lullaby to my inner child. And it's like this. I am here, I am here, I am here for you, my child. You are loved, you are strong. I believe in you, my child. There's a whole song that goes with that. But I want to move on to the Ionian mode. So if I'm dancing around the place and I'm filled with joy, and or with my grandkids or whatever, then it will be, I am here, I am here, I am here for you, my child. You are loved, you are strong. I believe in you, my child. And, you know, that really, really helps me. It feeds my soul, and it helps me to experience my truth head on instead of sweeping stuff under the rug, so to speak. A lot of healing here. There's a little thing I wrote that I want to do for you now. It's kind of fun. You might all want to get up and dance. Who knows? We'll see. So this started out as, I remember one day Ralph said to me, may you be free. And it really struck me. May you be free. And I wrote a song called May I Be Free. But I've changed it now to Now I Am Free. So let's have some fun with this. If you feel like dancing, go for it. How's the volume, kiddos? Now I am free, like a bird flying high, dancing and circling in the sky. Now I am free, like the waves on the sand, healing energy where I stand. Now I am free of the chains that bind. Let illusion go from my mind. Now I am free. Now I am free. Now I am free. Now I am free. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. You know, it's okay to laugh. The foundation of courage is vulnerability. The ability to navigate uncertainty and risk emotional exposure. Oh my gosh, it takes courage. It takes courage to open ourselves to joy. It could be that joy is probably one of our most vulnerable emotions. If we allow ourselves to experience joy, oh yes. It's a good thing. Pain is a vulnerable emotion. Joy can be very vulnerable too. Let it inside. Be brave. Be vulnerable. All right. Having said all of that, I quote a very famous hobbit called Bilbo Baggins. He said, "It's not easy going out your door." That's from The Lord of the Rings, in case anybody's wondering. Yeah. So look, I experience awe and wonderment when anybody steps forward and decides to take a leap and jump into the deep end and express themselves in their open-hearted and soulful courage and bravery. And I'm finding that the practices of the naked voice have such a solid foundation. And when I'm with people and I'm in triads and there's so much love and so much trust and so much openness, but there's also room for those who just want to be in silence. You know, not everybody has to be ready to sort of jump off the cliff and go in the deep end. Everything is invited. Now, I'm so delighted to see so many people waking up to themselves and then spreading that all over the world. It is a great, great thing. And I heard this saying the other day. It was so great. It was actually Jacob Collier. If you don't know who he is, look him up. An amazing young man. He said, "Don't try to be cool. Be warm." Isn't that brilliant? I mean, that's my goal, is to be warm. You know, it's lovely. So there's somebody I want to thank so much right now. And his name is Mike. He is my husband of 36 years, almost. He went out around the neighborhood yesterday and canvassed all the neighbors and said, "Listen, my wife's doing something very important tomorrow. Would you mind holding your leaf blowers and cutting down on the noise? Because our microphone picks up everything in the neighborhood." And they went, "Oh, it does? Yeah." So one of my neighbors came by this morning and told me, "Listen, the fellas are building a wall over there, but I'm going to give them a break so there's no noise." I mean, come on. Mike, you held space for me even when I was lost and the song in me had vanished. You stood by, not trying to fix me, loving me back into voice. Yours was the quiet strength that never asked for a spotlight. You lit the path beneath my feet. You're the wind beneath my wings. And this voice today is also yours. Our love is a keepsake. Thank you. And one more little song. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be at your back. May all the rains fall with tenderness on the fields and forgotten tracks. May your heart be full and happy. May your soul be filled with joy. May you know the magic within you that travels far and wide. Spread your wings and fly to the endless sky. Bless the world and let her know. Be the heart that grows, be the light that glows. Feel the love and let it flow. Let it be, let it go, and let it flow. Let it be, let it go, and let it flow. Yes. My gratitude is beyond measure for everybody here. I love you all grandly. Gurv Mila Mahagat. Agwina Ushla.
Áine, woman of the wisdom tree, woman of the love language. I have a feeling that my boat has struck down there in the depths against a great thing. I have a feeling that my boat has struck down there in the depths. Against a great thing, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. Is it that nothing happens, or are we standing in the new life, standing in the new Dearest Áine, we are all here and we have heard you. And we're breathing and we're taking you in, and you've just shared with us such a sincere, joyous, wild, reckless, amusing, light-hearted. I think it's the sincerity and the absolute 100% impulse that I feel and find in you and from you, that this is a way to travel now. And this is a way to bring new dimensions of what you've experienced in the Naked Voice teachings and practices into your own community, into your life. I mean, imagine being able to share this with your husband. This is incredible. You know, it's just anywhere it will go. And what you've demonstrated to us, it's elemental. It's water, it's fire, it's wind, you know, it's earth. It's earth. And most important, it's Irish. Let's be clear. Why we love you. And so it's in this light that I want to share with you your graduation certificate, which is to just celebrate this transitional, kind of like an evolutionary step into a new stage of your experience. And this will come to you with all our love. And this says, the Naked Voice Facilitator Graduation Certificate. This is to confirm that Áine Mara, Annie Mullin to some, has successfully completed the Naked Voice Facilitator training, a pioneering curriculum that explores the transformative power of sound, voice, and energy for the empowerment of contemplative, conscious, and compassionate relationships in our communities. As a Naked Voice facilitator, you are able to integrate and to share these principles and practices with positive intention in your own life and with others. And Áine, we wish you every success and fulfillment in your endeavors from here on. And this comes with just the core practices that you know so well, the Mandukya Upanishad, the Om, the understanding of the Trinity of experience, the threeness of it all, as you communicated so beautifully, as embodied in the triads, which is really where it's most humanly felt, is that, you know, the witnessing mind, the loyal friend, and the singer, to be able to feel that alchemy that you're going to be bringing to all kinds of people. And so now I want to just ask everyone just to close our eyes, actually not close our eyes, actually. Keep our eyes wide open. And just send you our love. And so what we're going to do is simply to sing, as you just sang a little earlier for us, our love for you. So if we all just sing the How I Love You, ascending, descending, oh, sorry. I'm so excited. We love you. We love you. And make sure everybody you're on gallery view so you can see everybody really clearly. imagine 1,000 people singing to you, all the people that can't be with us tonight. So simple, isn't it? Just one descending scale. Just shares, it just communicates everything. We do this at the bottom of escalators in shopping malls. Dearest Áine, and I'd like us now to invite, so lovely that we've got some very lovely facilitators here, facilitator graduates, and Mike, we are so grateful to you for being Áine's incredible husband, clearly, and for being with us here. That's really, really special, really, really special. So love us now all just simply to just one moment to just close the eyes and just to really feel what it is you most love about Áine. And I'd love just to invite Áine, you might want to just call some people out, or anyone feels inspired simply to share your reflections, a reflection, shall we say, or something that you most love. It could be a memory of being with Áine somewhere. It's, as you will be aware, it makes its impact, and that impact stays with you. It's very strong. And I'd love just to include all your family, Áine, in this celebration of you and your children, your grandchildren, and all the people that you've touched in the world already. Have a little reflection and then a little sharing, maybe for about 10 or 15 minutes or so.
If I may, I'd love to offer a short reflection on you, Maura, if that's okay with you. Yeah, it's been my joy and my pleasure to, I was going to say work with you, but to play with you for the last number of years, perhaps even since you began the Naked Voice journey. And it's always been incredible to work with you because you were so receptive, and every time you were so willing to go wherever you needed to go. And I could feel like an onion. I could feel the onion just peeling away, and that discovery of home that you talked about, that deep presence. And what you showed us just now was a masterclass of that. How did you get so many components in such a short period of time? So beautiful. I could feel your sincerity. I could feel your laughter, your fun, your poetry, your song. You got it all in such a short period of time. So I know the journey you've been through, and I have also witnessed, I just want to say, and probably most of you here have witnessed, you sharing yourself with other people, and you have such precision of your intuition. When I've seen you working with people, really catching, what really needs to be caught with other people. So I know that what you're going to continue to bring to the world and to the people, whether it's through official Naked Voice work or just somebody you meet on the street, you just bring this, you carry this with you. So the word that came to me as you were speaking, there were 3 words that came to me. One of them was Anam Cara, just a soul friend. The other two words, two more Irish words, one was grow, of course, love. And Gaira came out really strongly, which is laughter, which is joy. So, and I'm Cara, my soul friend. May you continue with love and joy. Many blessings.
In a simple way, I love you. That's all that I can do. I'll make music while you sing your song. I understand what you're going through. I'll be beside you, rain or shine. Love has many faces, and one of them is mine. I love you, sweetheart. Well done.
Well, I didn't expect to cry, but I'm so touched by the power of your presentation today and your ability to just convey your heart under all circumstance. You and I have traveled together. We've had all sorts of time together in so many different ways over these last few years. And I'm so very, very grateful for your friendship. And the word that really comes to me is joy. This sense of the bubbles, this light quality, this light through all the cells in the body that brings the laughter forward. To me, that has been a gift that you and I have shared together at times, and I'm really, 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 really grateful. Thank you so much, Áine. I love you.
Áine, there are so many things I could say, and I think the one that I'd love to highlight right now is I don't remember when it was or how, if it was an email or you said it first, but you called me little sister, and I called you big sis. And for a while, I thought those were terms of endearment, and I feel like we grew into those and embodied it. And I didn't know years of connecting with you would lead us into a few experiences where you stood up for my voice when I couldn't. You held that fierce love that I've always had in me, but didn't have a voice for yet. And it was a form of protection that you bring to this world in such an honoring way, an empowering way, that you stand up for what the naked voice and the love and light that you are and the world needs. Whether you're feeling fear or not, you show that courage. And I really appreciate how I was able to surrender and be a little sister for the first time with you. And you were the big sister in this most magical way I didn't even know was possible. And there's so much more about you that a lot of us know in different ways, and it's all from your saw, your note. And I am so grateful to be able to sit here and say, I know this voice. So thank you so much for being you. So much love.
Yeah. I haven't known you for that long, but your heart and your song just are timeless and familiar to the part of my soul that needed that calling to be bold and brave and belt it out, to just let it go. And you embody that, I want to say, courage to have the freedom and to show that it's safe to really be in those places that don't always feel comfortable. And you opened up and held space in a way that was just so inviting. And yeah, there's a part of me that might not be here today if you hadn't encouraged that freedom of belting it out. Oh, you're so wonderful. You're so beautiful. And yeah, I really love you. And I'm grateful for you in my life. Looking forward to singing some more with you. Thank you for what you offered today. It was expansive and grounding and really affirming of this work.
And yeah, in this crazy world that we live in, I'm so glad you're part of my tribe. I just feel like I'm so inspired by you, and you make me believe that there are things to come that I didn't even think were possible. And I love you.
And I love you too. And I know you for a couple of years now. And I met you when you lost your voice. Stop crying. When you lost your voice. And I saw you trying to find it in the beginning, to find it again. And today it was so beautiful because, as I shared in the chat, it was like a statement for joy and vulnerability, right? And it's inspiring, and it's like a wave, like a warm hug, and an invitation to be all of us in this moment. And I want to tell you, you didn't have to find your voice again. What you did was to emerge. And you are voice, you know. You emerged into being your voice. And that is so beautiful. Because we witnessed this today. And we were like embraced by you as this voice. Thank you for that. I love you.
need to see everybody on the screen. This is...
Do we have time for one more? Melody has her hand up.
Okay.
Can you take one more, Áine Mora?
I don't know. I'm like, really? Can I take any more? It's like, thank God I went through the 7 sounds of love and I checked to see how much I could give and how much I could receive, you know. So I'm totally open to receiving, but I'm getting overwhelmed now. I'm so grateful. My God, Fiona's here from Australia. You must have got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, love. So appreciated. I'm not going to start. Yeah, I'm not going to start mentioning names because it'll start sounding like I've just received an Academy Award, you know. So I won't. I love all of you. Sorry, Melody. I'll mute myself now.
Lom, lom, lom. Dearest Áine Mighty. You know, I mean, I'm kind of, it's difficult for me to speak without without crying. I just feel, you know, I'm very emotional at the moment, but it's been such an honor and such a joy to share time with you every week for 3 plus going on 4 years. And I just have had the pleasure of watching you blossom. Like, it's just, you know, it's literally like I have watched as you have dropped into your saw. And I just appreciate so much that you bring this kind of, what comes to mind is puppy energy. You know, it's full of joy and curiosity and love and tenacity. I mean, it's extraordinary. And the things that Rolf spoke of are so true. Like, you know, you set your mind on something and you just commit. And you quietly commit, like you just, it was so evident that you were committed to this process and committed to participating in triads and you know, and open and always, you know, open as puppies are. Like, they're just like, wow, they just think, wow, this world is amazing. And it's been amazing as you have traveled this journey and dropped into your saw. Then suddenly, like, all this really beautiful wisdom started to emerge. And it's just the allowing, you know, that I feel I have witnessed you not only loyal friending everyone else, but loyal friending yourself. So, and I just so appreciate all the things that we've shared over the years, and, you know, the many times that you've translated things into Gaelic for me, and just, you know, just so much beauty. And it's just been, yeah, it's just touched my heart to share that experience, you know, with you, and to see you in such joy, and yeah, and to see this flower just blossoming. So thank you for all of that. I'm very appreciative of your presence in my life. And I just want to say, woohoo! I like where this is going.
Thank you, Melody. Thank you, everybody. Oh my gosh. And thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Rolf. Thank you, Lucia, for holding the fort today. I'm so blessed and so honored to have this opportunity to express and to, yeah, share. So thank you so much. Woohoo!
To the Naked Voice community, as a Naked Voice facilitator, graduates, big welcome Woohoo! I love that. Woohoo! We acknowledge you, we honor you, and we look forward to this continuing journey with you as it ripples out into the world. Now is the time. Now is the time. And you are with us at this time, and we are with you. Love and blessings. Love and blessings. Now, Áine, would you like to carry on? Just, would you like to continue? How would you like this to flow as of now? Would you, yeah. Do you have a kind of fantasy?
I think I need a break.
Enough already.
I think I need to just, go out into the front room and jump up and down a little bit, and do the woohoos and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just extremely grateful for everybody being here, and thank you for all the lovely words, and you have my heart, and I'm just so grateful. But I think we leave it at that now.
Right, my beauty.
That good? Yeah. Thank you.
There are also messages in the chat that will be recorded. And
okay. Yeah, I'd love to read your messages later, so that'll be lovely. Thank you. I love you all.
Thank you, Áine. Thank you. You remind me of how much love there is in the world. This is just so big. It's already making its way around the planet. So thank you.
I'm not leaving until everybody's out the door safely. So I'm just going to hang on and make sure you're all okay and not too drunk to drive or anything like that. Too drunk on joy. Okay. Slán agus banach déile. Bye bye. Love you, Helga. Love you, Philo.
I think we can hand you over to Mike now.
You think so?
He'll keep you safe.
Yeah.
He has the skyline of Las Vegas there in the background. He loves that.
Mm.
Beautiful.
He calls me the techie, but he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there too.
Behind every great woman.
Yeah.
Not to mention the voice.
Yeah, I know.
You should hear him with his grandchildren. You'd hear him harmonize with his grandchildren.
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
Ryan, you go. Sorry.
I'm going to hit the big X. That's all I was going to say. I'm going to hit the
All
big
right.
X.
Thank you, Lucia. Thank you, Rolf. I really, really appreciate you both for holding it down today.
Well
Beautiful.
done you. Well done you.
I feel good. I'm not coming away feeling like I wasn't enough or too much. It just all kind of kicked in, and
You were
it was
flying,
great.
girl.
Gorgeous.
You were
He was
totally
gorgeous. And there was space and there was, there was
Yeah.
presence. It felt really well held. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
both for
you.
your mentorship. Thank you both.
Mm.
Yes.
been a joy.
All right. I'm going to click the button.
Goodbye.
Sloan.
Love you guys. I'll be in touch.